got neighbors to the right camping. There's the lake. Don't get too close. I got too much weight on this backpack. I don't want to. Alright. This is camouflage. Just match this old wooden camouflage, just like my backpack. One man tent. I never used it yet. I just bought it. About a week or two ago, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. Not very long ago. This one has 2 doors. That's pretty cool. Pretty tight too. Another steak was with it. I'll see if I was at the house or he forgot to put it in when we were talking. So the good old-fashioned sticks and a rock for a hammer. There's your steak. Oh yeah, this tent is a 3-season tent. Pretty small, but like it is, just one-man tent. Laramie is doing something different. I'll bring this over to there and he can explain what he's doing if he wants to. I don't know exactly how this thing works. No, I've never done this before. Of course, I've seen it done on YouTube hundreds of times. Pig. I'm just making a burrito. A simple old cowboy bedroll sort of thing. I have an air mat I'm gonna stick in there so I'm not laying flat on the ground like a goofball. It's just kind of to keep the sides closed so the back end's not letting in air every time I roll over. I'll leave that side openish so that I can crawl in and out of it. This is how tight this is going to be. One man barely squeezing here. Not enough daylight to see, but I got the mattress aired up. When you from REI, got a little pillow. And got this is, I want to say 0 or 20. I can't remember what. This is an old one back in the days, about years ago. It's Coleman Peak #1. It's just so really tight fit. So just barely fit that little one-man mattress. But that's what I want, to stay as warm as I can. Keep all the air out, all the wind, cool air. And we'll see how if I stay warm enough in the next day. But I'll have to put my backpack underneath here. It'll still be on the ground, but it'll be on the outside, inside, but on the inside of the canopy, but on the outside of my tent. So kind of keep that close to me. Not a bad area. I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit, get started. Running out of time. Yeah, let's get this going. I got a little white little block thing that will help get that started. There we go. Using the dry leaves, get it going a little bit. Probably can't hardly see, but I use the barks, real thin bark. Get that going. Missed that, put that too big one right too quickly. There you go. We'll come back when the fire's a little bit bigger. I got our fire going on fire pit. We'll definitely put it out with water and just pour the lead. So we have set up a little fire going. There we go. And there's Laramie set up on the ground. We're at Elk Lake, Kansas, between Independence, Kansas and Elk City. There's a 15-mile hike, 15-mile trail hike, and you can camp for free. And you can hike 15 miles. If you can come back another 15 miles, that'll put you 30 miles to go and do the whole thing, or do half of it and drive on the other side, go the other half. Good morning. Now we're getting ready to pack up and get ready to head on. We're about ready, packed up. Now we're just getting ready to go here a little bit. Made some coffee this morning. As soon as we get done hiking out of here, we're gonna go get some breakfast on the road. But it's a pretty good morning. I stayed pretty much warm, basically. I have a pair of pants, 2 shirts, short sleeve, long sleeve. Then I have my Gore-Tex pants and jacket. I put that over me, plus this jacket here on top of that. And then I put hand warmers in my gloves and hand warmers in on my socks, and I stayed warm. Laramie, let's find out how was yours. Huh. How was your morning?
My morning was good. My last night could have been better. I was warm enough, but my feet were cold. The bivy bag that I have, we should do a video on that just so I can tear it to pieces, was crap, okay? It didn't have anything to keep you from getting wet inside from your breath or whatever. bivy bag is just a little bigger than your sleeping bag. You stuff your sleeping bag in it, you climb down in it. This one, you unzip it like from shoulder to shoulder and then climb into it like you're climbing into a garbage bag. And with your sleeping bag. So you put your sleeping bag on first, you shimmy into the bivy bag, and then zip it over your head, which is difficult to do. There's a screen that you can pull up, but it wouldn't stay up, it kept falling up. And you breathe for 5 minutes and all the water's falling back in your face. So my sleeping bag was an Ascend 20-degree bag. It was good. Even though it was damp, it kept me warm enough I wasn't chilled. And I had some hand warmers on my feet, or my feet probably would have been too cold. But my sleeping bag's got ice on it now. So when I get home, I'll have to dry everything out. I'm gonna chunk that bivy bag. I'm not gonna keep it or give it to anybody else to abuse themselves with. The tarp thing, I think that probably would have been the way to go if I just got out of the bivy bag and slept in that. Probably been all right. The air mattress that I use, I think I paid 65 bucks for it. Got it at Walmart or Academy Sports. They both have them now. Can't remember the brand name of it. Wasn't that great either. I got the bivy bag at REI. It's too late to take it back. I got it a couple of years ago and just never used it, or I would take it back and trade it in. But the yeah, air mattresses, I think I'm done with them. I'm just gonna get the fold out pads or the old cheap Walmart deal, because every air mattress I've ever had failed on me while I was using it, even in the house. So I'm not a fan of them anymore. It was warm enough. It did its job to keep me warm from the ground. But it deflated. I re-inflated it a couple of times. It didn't seem to have a hole. I think the valve was just a bad valve. Like, they don't make those valves very well. But I did get some sleep. You probably heard me snoring a little. I don't think I got a whole lot of sleep. Overall, it wasn't bad. If 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I call it probably like a 4 or 5. When the air mattress, keep want to call it airbag, mattress deflated, I'm laying on rocks and stuff that I didn't feel before it deflated. So, but it wasn't freezing, but it could have been warmer. That's it. Getting up and moving around once the sun came up about 7 o'clock, I got warm a whole lot quicker just putting stuff away, just getting out of there. And then I put on my clothes. I didn't sleep in my clothes. I had a pair of thermals that I slept in. So, thermals help, and if they get a little wet while you're sleeping, you can take them off and put your clothes back on, and your clothes aren't soggy from your whatever inside your sleeping bag. So yeah, 4 out of 10.
All right.
And then we had deer trying to walk up on us.
Yep.
And a billy goat somewhere in the night. That's about it.
Only thing I have issue with that small tent, it was the consultation under. Oop, you want to grab that? Consultation on it, because it's when it's cold and everything, the inside got wet, because it's just dew and everything. I don't know how to explain it the best way, but basically, you're going to have that issue with all the tents in the cold weather, but. Yes, but other than that, I stayed warm, and the sleeping bag I had, I did have an air mattress. My mine's a REI, and so it held up the air. So I got a little bit better, maybe better quality, maybe, or just maybe mine have a better valve that is holding the air up. So
I heard you snoring plenty while I wasn't asleep.
I guess I was snoring some logs out here, so that's all right. But it was a really good trip. I'm glad we went out here.
Yeah.
And we'll pretty much wrap it up, and I'll probably show you the lake one more time since it was towards the night, and then we can see it during the daytime better. I'll catch you later. There's a guy. They have a hammock with a tarp. That's pretty cool. Right off there. View of the lake. Huh? And here's the trail. You gotta go all the way down the bottom here. And follow the trail down here. But we're not going to go any further than that. So basically, you got to go right down here. I have to take the pack off because that's awfully, with my heavy pack, that'd be hard to get through there. That's your trail to get down, go across. Then you're over here by the lake. Let's see if I get that up there. And there's the lake, Elk Lake. We're on the Independence side, Independence, Kansas. And then on the other side of the lake is Elk City. So, not bad. But we're just packing up and head on out. Eventually I will do this 15-mile deal, but I gotta lighten my load up before I could do something like this with this. I gotta change a few things on my pack because this is a lot of weight just to go more extreme. I'm looking at a newer sleeping bag, winter sleeping bag that would be more compact and a lot lighter. Mine, I bought it probably over 20 or 30 years ago. So, well, we're a head on back, head on home.